Revolutionary greetings, Africans. Are you good? I'm good, guys. Welcome to the platform. And we are talking Jeff Radebe. Is Jeff Radebe an answer to Jacob Zuma? Right? I think you guys have seen the restructured KwaZulu-Natal provincial structure of the African National Congress, right? I think you guys have seen how the ANC has restructured its provincial leadership in KwaZulu-Natal, right? Having Jeff Radebe as the convener, right? Jeff Radebe is the former minister, right? Actually, someone who served in the cabinet or in parliament since the days of Nelson Mandela, right? So he's a veteran of the ANC, right? We could accord him that as a veteran of the African National Congress, right? So they've appointed him as the convener, but not just him. They've also got Bundebele, who's a former premier of KwaZulu-Natal. They've got Mike Mabuyakhulu, right? Yes, is it Mike? Yes, Mike Mabuyakhulu, who's a former deputy chairperson of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. He also served as an MEC in different portfolios within KwaZulu-Natal. So these are the people that the ANC has put together as a response, right? As a response to Jacob Zuma and Umkhonto weSizwe Party, right? I'm saying as a response to Jacob Zuma and Umkhonto weSizwe Party because we know that the reason that the African National Congress dropped in KwaZulu-Natal, but also at the national level in terms of the electorate in 2024, it is mainly because of the Umkhonto weSizwe, right, led by President Jacob Zuma, right? Because look, the ANC dropped by about 17%, right? Because in 2019 the ANC was around 57%, right? So then in 2024 they dropped to 40%, right? So then you look in terms of the numbers that the Umkhonto weSizwe received. Remember, Umkhonto weSizwe was contesting the elections for the first time, right? So Umkhonto weSizwe received about 14%, right? And we know that is largely, right, the large number of that 14% comes from the African National Congress, right? So as part of the ANC's response to what is unfolding in KwaZulu-Natal, meaning the events that are unfolded in KwaZulu-Natal, right, that unfolded in KwaZulu-Natal have a lot to do, right, have got a lot to do with President Jacob Zuma and the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, right? So the ANC now is trying to find an answer to President Jacob Zuma. But now the question is Jeff Radebe an answer to the Jacob Zuma question, right? In terms of the credentials, right? Credentials politically, intellectually, and ideologically, right? Is he an answer in terms of responding to the challenges on the ground, to the challenge that Jacob Zuma poses to the African National Congress, right? So we have to ask that question, right? That is he an answer to that? Can he be able to work the ground? Let's just put it in this way. Let's just put it in this way. All right. Probably besides the late Nelson Mandela and Chris Hannes and all that. In terms of the politicians, let's talk about the ones that who are living, right? How many of them can claim to have the charm, right? When I'm talking about the charm, I'm talking about the ability, right? The ability to connect with the masses. How many of them can go toe to toe with President Zuma, right? So does the ANC believe that Jeff Radebe actually is the right person for the task? And if indeed the ANC believes that indeed Jeff Radebe is the answer, what makes them believe that? What is in Jeff Radebe's track record at national level and actually in KwaZulu-Natal, which gives them that belief? Because by the way, Jeff Radebe, remember Jeff Radebe for the longest of time was the ANC's head of police, right? He's one person who always championed the direction in terms of the policy of the ANC to ensure that the ANC remains steadfast on the neoliberal trajectory, in terms of the policy directions. Those who were already old enough will remember that the 2010 National General Council, when the question of nationalization was debated in the commissions, and overwhelmingly the left within the African National Congress won the debate for nationalization. But it was Jeff Radebe as the head of the police who made sure that going to the plenary, those resolutions are changed in terms of the text and substance. So Jeff Radebe is one of the people who, in terms of the political scene, are always viewed as the part of the elite, right? As part of the elite. Like simple, how many times have you seen him working the ground, being able to pull the crowds and all of that? Pull the crowds on the ground. So he's part of the elites. By the way, as you know that him and Cyril are brothers-in-law in a sense because both of them are married to Patrice Motsepe's sisters. So then Jeff Radebe is part of the elite. He's part of the core that actually is the reason that people continue to reject the African National Congress. Because the African National Congress, in terms of its leadership, it has created a gap between itself and the general membership and the general population on the ground. Right. So if you're going to have someone like Jeff Radebe, who's part of the elite, you say he must lead that structure that is meant to challenge someone like Jacob Zuma in KZN, someone who's able to work the ground in KZN, then that is doomed to fail. Then you've got Spundebele, the former premier, and it was former MEC, actually, and even the Minister of Transport under the Zuma's leadership. Can he be able himself to be able to challenge Jacob Zuma on the ground and all of that? Right? Maybe with Mike Mabuya cool. Right? Because at least that's someone who's still got some popularity within KZN in terms of the members of the African National Congress. But we cannot even quantify, right, in terms of the figures, that how much support does he have in the ANC. So my own verdict is that this is bound to fail because the people that the ANC has chosen to lead this task, especially the man at the head of it, Jeff Radebe, cannot resonate with the people on the ground because it's part of the elite pact. And for you to challenge Jacob Zuma, you don't need someone who's a part of the elite pact. You need someone who can be able, that people on the ground can be able to resonate with in terms of political, intellectual, and ideological, the language that he speaks, right? The language he speaks of uplifting the masses on the ground, right? Jeff Radebe is part of the problem. Remember, at some point was Minister of Energy, where the IPPs and all of that came into existence, all of that. So he can never be a solution to what the ANC is confronted with in KwaZulu-Natal. Right? That's my view. Let me hear your view, guys. Please go ahead and comment in the comment section below. Let's keep the comments and respectful. Let's debate the issues respectfully. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember to hit the notification button. And please remember to click on the link on the description that will lead you to the landing page where you can provide us with your email address. So each time I publish a video, I send it directly to you. Each time I publish an article, because I've got a blog where I write articles, I can send it to you. I can share books with you or any relevant material. Thank you very much, guys.